It's Fastbreaks. Listen. We back with another one.
Fast breaks, yeah, we coming with the takes. Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights. Man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands. We run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Alan, yeah. Way more than a fan. We got love for the game. We don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm the run the fast break. Throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break. Throw me the outlet. We on the break. It's fast break. We on the break. It's fast break. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey. Oh my God, what happened? Yep. Hey.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Fastbreaks family, we are at you again after a little hiatus to bring you another audio adventure. I go by the name Ro, the hostess with the mostest, and you know this. Up above me to my right is King Dre, Andre. They do say, true say. And to the left, the professional, the architect, Alan, the man with the plan. And we go by an ensemble known worldwide by the moniker Fastbreaks. Can I get a rebound kindly? Outlet!
Yes, sir.
And what's funny, the people really saw me catch a number of rebounds
On stream.
Now they can't see you at all. Look at that. You just
And you froze. That is
all
crazy.
all that bragging. Look. And if you watch the stream, you see that Andre's karma often comes to bite him.
Yeah, right.
What is
Stop
that?
bragging. Stop bragging.
I'm not bragging. I'm just saying.
You just froze because you was chatting too much.
I'm just saying. Y'all want, what did I say? You want intellectual basketball content? You also want good team basketball content? You know exactly where to go. Fastbreaks Podcast, Fastbreaks on Twitch, Fastbreaks everything. All right?
That's a fact. Let's jump right into it. Obviously, we took a break last week, not only just to stream and play 2K, but because the league was on break. It was the All-Star break. We had the full All-Star game weekend, the celebrities, the performances, the competitions, and ultimately the games. Folks, what are your reactions? Let's save the game for last. What about the overall weekend? The competitions, the performances, the appearances, the on-mic talent. The NBA tried to throw a lot of shiny things in front of our faces. What stood out?
I think all of the mid-game performances while guys are like trying to get in rhythm, get that out of here. I really mean that. Like it takes a little, like you're already stopping to go tournament style. So the guys are starting and then they're stopping again, just sitting and all this stuff. And in the middle of that, you're like, you know who we need right now? We need a halftime performance. Okay. We need just people. We need Sweetie to come out. We just need people to come out.
It's crazy that was the first performance that came to your mind.
Listen.
It was 32 performers. He said we need Sweetie.
He didn't name 90 OGs.
Not one.
Forget them. But even though the performances are nice, it was completely unnecessary. This weekend is about basketball. All right, no, for real. This weekend is about basketball. The NBA went to the players and said, "I need y'all to take this seriously. We're not going to, but I need you to take it seriously." So everything was trash. I'm sorry. I don't want to say everything was trash, but a lot of it was trash. A lot of it was trash. A lot of it was distracting from what was happening. Dunk contest. Thank God for Matt McClung. That's all I'm going to say.
It's over now, though.
Thank the good Lord for Matt McClung. Lord, you give us more than we deserve, and you show us your goodness.
All right, not too much on Matt McClung. Let's.
He is the best dunker we've seen in years.
Let's not develop a savior complex with Mac McClung.
But he is the savior of the
That's
dunk
a good
contest.
point.
He is the savior of the dunk contest.
I don't like that.
I don't care if you don't like it. It's true. These guys were whack. I saw someone airball a
Jimmy
dunk.
Castro had a nice one.
I saw somebody airball a
That's
dunk.
what they really well.
No, you're not listening to me. I saw somebody airball a dunk. I'm not hearing.
I saw
it.
someone slip on their deceased man's face. Did we forget that? And then he won Finals MVP later that summer.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I forgot about that.
It was whack. It was
I
whack.
did not.
And I'm not gonna lie to you,
That
the
was
skills
crazy.
challenge, just I didn't care about it. What happened? What was Chris Paul doing, man?
I firmly believe that was Wemby's idea.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know.
firmly believe it.
I can't imagine Wemby telling Chris Paul what to do. I can see Chris Paul telling Wemby what to do.
Are you
No,
sure?
I could see it being both their ideas. Like I could see either one. If you told me either one had the idea, I wouldn't necessarily like not believe it. But I just feel like it was Chris Paul, man. Some of my gut is telling me Chris Paul.
That's hate.
No, it's
But
not.
also,
we have a lot.
It might be.
We have a no. It's not hate. We have a lot of tape of him doing some low key shady nonsense.
He's small. We have to.
Oh my god!
When you're
Oh
under, when you do shady competitive.
That's why you're taking up for him. I was trying to figure out, like,
it's called being a
this-
pit bull. What did Doris Burke always say? He's such a pit bull.
Listen.
Also, they said they talked to several NBA people and asked them if they could do that, and were told yes. Which is why I didn't like when the sideline reporter, I'm so sorry, I don't remember your name, was trying to interview them. The NBA rep that was there explaining to them that they were getting disqualified literally shooed her away and said on mic, "We not doing that." I was
jokes,
weak
man.
in my living room. I said, not the
Jokes.
NBA not wanting to hold themselves accountable.
They
Facts.
don't.
He said,
Facts.
They don't.
we not doing that. Nope, we not.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell her she can't interview them?
That's a fact.
Who are you?
Now, I really want to know though. I want to know.
She was low-key tight too. I seen it.
Does the NBA firmly believe? Like, I got to take a look at the numbers now because in my mind, this past All-Star weekend hurt the ratings number, if anything. And this is why.
Here's the thing, though. Is it ratings is the interesting thing because it's about who tuned in, but it doesn't rate whether you enjoyed it. So, like, a lot of people might have tuned in this year because of all the shiny things, but most of us didn't have fun.
Yeah.
Right. And that's going to hurt us. That's going to hurt long term.
Unless they come up with a new shiny thing. Here's the thing. This is I think what might with the road we might be going down. They're gonna keep doing something new every year, and we're gonna tune in to see if that works. It doesn't matter if it does, because every year there is a chance that there's something new that might work. We're gonna watch.
Right.
So that's what they're gonna do. Just keep doing something new every year that's intriguing and is gonna raise our hopes that it's gonna be good.
It's a good point.
That's a great point.
That's
While
nasty.
you're right,
It's worked
That's
the last
nasty.
4 years. The last 4 years they've
Capitalism
changed
strikes
something.
again.
The last 4 years they've
Capitalism
changed
strikes
something,
again.
and we've tuned in every year to be like, is this gonna work? Okay, they got rid of the draft. Is this gonna work? Okay, now they got rid of captains. They made the TNT guys pick the teams. Is this gonna work? Okay, now they're gonna do a tournament style. Is this gonna work? Oh, it's a Kobe tribute. We're definitely watching that. Is that gonna work? That one low-key did. You know what I mean? Like,
speaking of Kobe, I hear he's getting a statue.
we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. No love for Jello's performance.
No.
We got Tweaker
Nah,
live.
was
with
bad,
Lonzo
bro.
in attendance.
I'm not gonna lie. They put him out there way too early. That was kind of nasty of them.
You know what's crazy though? So
He clearly doesn't know how
obviously
to perform.
he's green to performing, but his TV track was absolutely fire. Like the mix they did to the actual song playing behind him for performance, a seasoned performer would have went crazy because they laced that beat. I don't know what they did to
They
it,
did.
but they were playing that. And I was like, yo, he could just shut up. This is the whatever version of the song is playing currently
Keep
is
going.
absolutely phenomenal, and these dancers are getting money.
But that's crazy. Like who I want to know who makes that decision to put him out there, because like it's not gonna be a good performance because he's, like you said, he's so green to perform.
UMG.
That's the label, right? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Of course.
Man.
They should
they
have
consulted one person.
Wayne. They should have had Wayne come out and do his verse.
Yeah.
That would have saved the whole. We would have looked back at the performance and be like, all right, that was fire.
This is good. But no, you're right. He's very green at it. They're gonna bring him back next year.
They don't do much like artist development anymore, huh?
No, because your boutique label is supposed to do that. The majors are not doing that anymore. But his boutique label is him and Lonzo.
That's mad funny.
and Demo and LeVar.
LeVar probably thought it was fire.
He did.
Actually, let me leave LeVar alone. LeVar's having a hard week. Let me leave LeVar alone.
He's fine if you ask him.
Yeah. I saw pictures of him. He looked in great spirits.
He put out a video also where he's teasing Jello's next hit. They was like, they asking me if I feel okay about it. All I gotta say is I might swerve in that corner. Woo. Like, he's geeking. And I love that because the LeVar we met on the TV show, like, you might think he might not rock with this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely, like, remember when he tore up Mello and Jello when they got their tats? Like, he's very, like, a traditional black dad. So, like, there was a world where, like, he absolutely abhors that his son is doing rap. But I think he just likes that Jello is successful at something.
Yeah, that's a
and
fact.
He's 10 toes down on it, and I love that. This man is so supportive, bro.
He's a good dad, man. We don't talk. We need to start.
Give that man. That goes without saying. That literally goes without saying.
No, because people for years were trashing that man, saying he's just trying to feed off his kid's success.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were talking about though. Like everyone with sense understood that what he did was great parenting. And if you watch the show, also like. Is one thing about he's very much one of those parents was like, if you ask about my child is the greatest thing in the world. When I talk to my child is gonna know exactly where his place in the world is, and I'm gonna get him right. Like he talks mad stuff on behalf of his boys, but when he's training them boys, I seen him take Mello at halftime of a game, and in front of his whole team say, "You ain't shit, son."
Yeah.
He said, "You're trash." In front of the whole team, you don't want it. You don't want it. You're garbage.
He said, "I don't care if you read." He was reading his stat line. He had like 10 turnovers. He said, "I don't care if you read it, believe it, or wrote it down."
That good something, where you like you say your mess up before they get to say it. He's like, he's like, look at his stat sheet. Mello goes 10 turnovers. He's like, I don't care if you know it. I'm gonna read it. I don't care if you already know. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it again.
That's a fact.
That's a father, man. Anyway, so no love for that. So dunk competition was a win overall. Max saved it, you say?
Overall, yeah.
Skills was whack. How do you feel about Hero in a 3-point contest? Dame kind of disappointed me. I wanted to see the first 3-peat. That's the second first 3-peat that I was robbed of this year. I was here this year to see 3-peats. The Chiefs let me down. Dame let me down.
The
2010 Lakers let me down.
Who?
The 2010 Lakers let me down.
What? They're not even. That wasn't even this year.
I'm just talking about 3-peat disappointments in my life.
In general. Listen, I don't know, man. The 3-point competition is not as exciting to me. I know people were saying that like it was becoming better than the dunk contest, but I think that was only because of like Steph Curry. I feel like it's not. Yeah, it's not that exciting. They don't, and I also feel like they don't really put in that much effort to do it either. You know what I mean?
They don't.
I feel like
I think this was just a bad draw. All respect to the men that participated this year. I know numerically and statistically they probably all deserved it, but I think there's more marquee shooters. That's the thing about the league now, right? It's like back in the day, the statistical leaders in 3-point were the 3-point guys, but now because 3-point is such like a highlighted feature of the game, there are real like 3-point stars who may not every year be the technically statistical leaders of 3-pointers, but those are the guys we'd still rather see shoot the ball. Right. So like all respect to like the Norm Powells and the Jalen Brunsons of the world. If I think about having an NBA 3-point contest, those are not two guys that I'm gonna pick to want to watch.
That's fair.
Like
that's fair.
And they deserve it. I get it. They've been making threes this year, but like, you know, Steph not doing. I get Steph's done it enough. He can retire from it, but like, you know, Buddy Hield, Dame, like those are the guys. Hero won it, and numerically he's up there, but even he's not a guy that I would like think of.
No, I feel like Hero's a guy. I feel like he's earned it. He kind of made
they all earned it and deserved it because they made enough.
I mean, like
to
here,
qualify.
when I think about like here, like the guys I think of as like those are the knockdown shooters in this league. Hero's definitely a name that comes up. I would consider him.
Sure. I mean, I'm just looking at the teams. Like, I'm trying to think of like who, I know Tim Hardaway Jr. probably didn't make enough this year, but like he's a guy I'd rather see in it.
Clay, if he's ever,
I'd still like to see Clay. Yeah, I'd still like to see
good.
Clay shoot at it. Who else? Trae Young, like
Trae Young would be fantastic.
Why is Trae Young not in the 3? I get that his numbers are down, but like that's who we want to watch in the 3-point. I want to see Trae Young. Like I want to see Tyrese Maxey. Honestly, like
Tyrese Maxey. I don't know if I'd consider him.
He low-key shoots a lot of threes, bro.
He shoots a lot of threes. But I feel like his best plays.
Bro, Wemby. They should have had Wemby in every competition.
Every single one.
Wemby actually would be a good 3-point competition person.
Devin Booker. Devin Booker's won it before. Like, I want to see these guys. I want to continue to see. Like, Jason Capono did it how many times, right? Like, I don't care. The 3-point contest is not something that like I need to see new guys in the dunk contest. Yeah, after 3 times of someone being in it, I kind of done watching them. Like once Dwight's run was done, I was done. Zach and Aaron Gordon, like it's over. And now Mac McClung, right? Like it's over. Nate Robinson, it was over. Like 3-point shooting is not that for me. Like I want to see Steph, Devin Booker, Clay, Dame, Trae every year until there's a new real guy that's like a shooter in this league. You know what I mean? Like those are the guys. I can't think of anybody else. I mean, James Harden.
So thinking about that, and because you mentioned the dunk contest with new guys, new blood coming in, I think one of the best things.
Dalton Connect.
Yes.
Oh, he would have been good. He would have been good.
He would have been fantastic. One of the things that was a potential positive.
Reed Shepherd, yes.
Reed Shepherd's a good pick. One positive reaction to, or a lot of NBA players coming out after Matt McClung and saying, "Oh, I want to jump now. I'm going to come out next year." And,
Cap.
They do that every year.
Every year, bro. It's Cap.
But the thing is, the NBA, honestly, what I think the NBA needs to do is like, if you get selected as an all-star, right? Can you back out of it?
Yeah, of course. You can't make anyone play during the break. It's not contracted. That's how LeBron got off what he got off, which we're gonna get to soon.
Right. But like, it's like a peer pressure thing, right? Like if you get selected,
no, but that's
like
also what you get.
Like
there's no more peer pressure around All-Star Weekend.
See,
that actually is the main problem, and we can come back to that. But there is no peer pressure.
Nobody cares anymore. Like we need these guys need to get drafted for real. Like Ja Morant, you're in it, right? Caitlin Clark not coming out and like doing her battle against Steph, which was what they are advertising last year, which brings a whole other demographic in, and she's like, I'm not going to do it. Like
no, we're not going to just put that. We're not going to put that on her. The
not putting it on her.
Story is that, well, just for clarity for the fans, the official story is that Steph, and the league sat down to try to think of a way to do it that would be novel from what Steph and Sabrina did last year. They didn't want to just run that exact model back and go, now he's going to shoot against Caitlyn. They wanted to try to find a new, innovative, fun way to do it, and they couldn't come up with something they thought was good.
Okay.
So the willingness was there, but they could not create something to make it different. Because then otherwise, it's just like, look how that looks. We're just gonna have Steph shoot against the best woman every year and see if they could beat him. That looks kind of crazy.
It doesn't have to be Steph. She's a
That's
rising star
crazy,
in the
man.
WNBA. They could have a rising
Yeah,
star.
because think about that, like optically, we're just gonna run the gamut of women coming up to NBA All-Star Weekend trying to beat Steph.
No, it doesn't have to be Steph. That's the thing. It would have
It didn't have to be
been. It
Steph
would have been really
every
fun to have Caitlin Clark versus like Tyler Hero or someone.
But he hadn't even won yet, so it would be like, for what? Like, why are we watching that?
Maybe Dame then. Someone else. Someone besides Steph.
He was in it, so that, and this is probably how the conversation went and why they didn't do it. You see how that just went?
Who won it?
Like,
What they could do is they could do like every winner of last year's people contest versus the best, whoever the best.
No,
one
but
this year
the
is.
winner of the last year's contest is going to be in this year's, so you can't have them shoot
You
twice.
can do both.
You can
Nah,
do.
if I'm Dame, I'm not shooting twice. Are you crazy?
You can do both. You can do. And as we mentioned before, there are a number of shooters that weren't in it. Buddy Hield could have done it.
He was in it.
Klay Thompson could have done it. He wasn't in it.
No one's tuning in to watch Clay shoot against Caitlyn.
A lot of people are tuning in to watch.
No, they're
Klay.
not.
Devin Booker could have done it. Trey
That-
could have done it.
Trey would have been nice. I would have.
Yeah.
That's probably the Trey versus Caitlyn Clark would have been. I feel like,
Fantastic.
but people hate Trey. But they probably would have just been rooting for Caitlyn, so that might have
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
a fact. That's
exactly.
either way. It's viewers.
That would make it even better.
worked. Facts.
They would have been hating on him. Calling him
they
the bald
should've-
baby.
And you
The
can't
Bolden
do
baby.
Caitlyn versus Sabrina because, like, ideally they want that for their All-Star game.
Right. I get that. I don't know. I just think
I
There are no-
hated them throwing WNBA players in the Celebrity All-Star game. That was embarrassing. To me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was
nasty.
cool.
I don't like that.
That
at
was
all.
nasty. That was nasty work.
Yeah, that I don't know. They keep, like you said, they keep trying like new things. Sometimes if something's not broken, like with the Steph versus Caitlyn, it doesn't have to be Steph every year, but for them not to do it because they couldn't come up with something
that's
new.
silly.
I feel like that's a waste.
That's why I'm on my theory that like that's their new model.
Yeah.
Their new model is
Yeah.
to have new models every year. Like,
every year. Like that, because that was like a very big thing last year. People enjoyed doing that.
it was
fun to
beautiful.
watch.
It was a brilliant idea. It was great. But also Sabrina and Steph have a relationship.
Right.
Yes.
So like it
Yes.
came from something, you know?
Yes. That's a good
And
point,
she's
too.
also from the Bay. I mean, they low-key should have saved it for this year. She's from the Bay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I understand doing it last year. Sabrina was hot as fish grease last year. The Liberty were carrying the W on their back. I mean, shout out to the Aces in Asia, but like last year was our year. So like it all coalesced to make sense that year. And I the same energy is around Caitlyn, but there's not, to our knowledge, there's not like an NBA player that like she's tied to that like the narrative could have worked with. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I mean, what's she gonna do? Throw her out there with Tyrese Halliburton?
They could have.
Nah, that'd be nasty.
Yo, they should have put her in
Tyrese
the
Halliburton.
skills challenge versus Tyrese Halliburton.
That's a good
That
idea too.
that would have
Skills
worked.
challenge. Skills
That's
challenge
where they
would be
need
good.
to be. Forget the celebrity game. Put the W
Put it in the
players
skills
in the
challenge.
skills challenge. Get them.
Now
If
that's
we're gonna do this team of two or go back to the team of three model, instead of having what was the or was it just 3 teams or was there a random one this year? I can't remember. Whatever it is, just throw a team of W All Stars in there.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be
throw
fantastic.
Caitlyn, Asia, and Chelsea Gray on a
Mhm.
squad, or Asia.
Ooh.
Asia. God, I can't talk. Caitlyn, Asia, and Caleb McBride on a squad in the skills challenge, and bet money they win.
Yeah, that's a fire idea. They should look into
Good
that.
idea.
NBA hero fast breaks. That's a fire idea.
And listen, NBA, if you can't figure out creativity, come check in Fast Breaks. All right, come tune into us. We got some ideas. In fact, put us on retainer.
Or the one-on-one tournament they just did in Unrivaled, make that an event at NBA All-Star Game.
No, but people aren't going to do that for pride. That's the thing.
No. I'm talking about literally the women.
Players,
Yeah, they did
Oh,
a
they would do
one-on-one
it.
tournament
They
in
would do it.
Unrivaled. I'm saying bring that one-on-one tournament that they're doing to the NBA All-Star Game.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
That's the idea.
That's
But
a
we
great
got to
idea
get
too.
rid of like all this. All this is good, but to me, the biggest thing is all the distractions. We don't need Kevin Hart up there selling unfunny jokes, talking about you
Don't
look
do
like a
that.
porn
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm
That's
dead
hate.
ass.
That's hate.
No,
That's
because
hate.
here's the
It was
thing. I
trash.
don't
It was garbage.
blame him. I don't blame him because the game isn't good.
I don't know.
So if you're a seller and you have a bad product, what do you try to dress the product up, right?
Catch it
Like
up. Yep.
so what other choice do they have but to try to leverage their social capital to like put a bunch of celebrities in front of your face so that you feel like you're having a good time because the basketball sucks.
But
Otherwise, we're sitting there for an hour and a half listening to Reggie Miller talk about how they're not playing hard and watching them not play hard.
my thing is, I feel like the easiest way to fix, like, we got to work on the basketball aspect. There's been an idea floating around since last year. It's floating around again this year. It'll probably float around again next year. Take all the snubs, put them on one team, and be like,
No,
we're
because
not good enough.
no one wants to be publicly acknowledged as a snub. That's crazy.
Nah, some people, you know who would like that trait if he wasn't in the dunk?
No,
if he
you
wasn't
wouldn't. You're
would
being
love it.
invited to the All-Star game as a person not invited to the All-Star.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I feel crazy as an NBA player. And then you
On the,
have
what would we call
snubs.
them? The snub team?
The all
Yeah.
snub team.
That's
what it is.
crazy.
ridiculous. That's terrible.
And then-
I would
and then you-
never
you
want that on
gonna
my
have-
resume.
Exactly.
No.
You're gonna have
So
dudes
it'll be-
snub from the snub team, and then that's
No,
just
no.
worse to be in the snub.
Here's how you do it. Here's how you do it.
Facts.
Here's how
You
you do
weren't
it.
even snub enough to snub.
Here's how you do it.
You
Here's how
got
you do
snub
it.
from the snub team is crazy.
Here's how you do it.
Son.
Wait. So you pick 12. You pick 12 stars. All right. The first 12, those are the selection. That's the selected team, the chosen. Okay. And then the
You
next
don't
12,
you don't already hear how that sounds? The chosen?
just
Yeah.
listen. The next 12, that's the snub team, and you're fighting for who gets to be all stars. Winner are all stars.
No, that's so I my performance on one night determines me being an all-star,
Yes.
regardless of what my
Yes.
entire season I've been doing.
Yes,
That's
'cause everybody-
terrible.
Nah.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
I love it. I think that was great. Because then
But
No,
you know the All-Star selections affect like your contract and stuff.
I know. Hey,
Nah,
go
we're
get
not-
your money, bro.
we're
Go
not
get
we're not
your money.
we're not
What you
putting that
mean?
we're not putting that on.
No, that would be a great
No.
game. You want to bring the
No.
competition back? You want to bring competition? Let me tell you something. You want to bring competition back, and you make all-star selection contingent. Like, being good gets you in the game. You got to win to be considered an all-star.
You can be good and still lose, and now the rest of the season don't matter.
Correct.
The
Yeah.
season before that, I don't like
Correct.
No, that's
Now you just
terrible.
gotta
I hate that.
get it to play. Now, literally,
Man,
this is
why
the
are we
big
trying to
competition.
reinvent the wheel? I've been saying this for years. The MLB used to have it right. In my lifetime, the most intense all-star game in any sport was the MLB during that period where the winner of the all-star game got a home field advantage in the World Series. Those were the most intense. I remember watching the starting lineups he introduced. Everyone was dead serious. Derek Jeter during those all-star games, like they were like strategizing, and it was intense. Like, I know people feel like, oh, but then like, what's the point of your regular season record if we can just east-west it for one night and win home court advantage? So what? Half of you are not getting to the finals anyway. 2/3 of most of you are not getting to the finals anyway. So why do you care?
That's part of the reason why I would care. You know what
I mean, I
think
get
a lot of
the
us would
Cavs, like the Cavs, right? Like, say
Yeah.
the Cavs are clearly running away with the best record in the league, right? So they're
Right.
going to have home court in every series they play in. And I get that they would be mad if the East doesn't show up and the West wins home court at the All-Star game. But also, if you're one of those teams, you likely have 3 All-Stars. So if y'all are the best team and your 3 best players are at the All-Star game playing for your conference, get it done.
But how does it work? Does everybody like you said, it's for home court advantage? So it's like if your team wins, like you're on the all-star team
In the
and
finals, that
If you
conference
make
will
it to
have
the
home court.
finals, yeah.
what if all 3 all-stars? Because there's no more East versus. Oh, you're saying bring back East versus
Bring
West.
back East West and make the game
got it.
for home court.
Got it. Okay, I like that actually. I like that.
I would prefer that more so than anything else they've done. So except the drafting team, like the drafting teams thing. But I prefer that than what they just did. So,
because what they just did was dog crap.
When did they do that? So they did that.
Like-
They did that from 2003 to 2016. The MLB, the league that won the All-Star game, got home field advantage in the World Series. The rule was put in place after a 7-7 tie in the 2002 Midsummer Classic. So that's how they reacted. They said, these boys are playing around. We had a tie at our All-Star game. Never again. And they changed that. Huh?
You're talking about the MLB?
Yeah, they changed it in 2017 and put it back to the best regular season record. But, man, a lot of people didn't like it. They said it's perhaps the worst way to determine home field advantage. And maybe that's true, but it's the best way to make a competitive All-Star game. And it makes the conferences mean something.
You don't think they mean anything now?
What do they mean?
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
We don't even conceptualize people as part of conferences anymore, particularly since we abandoned that model at the All-Star game. Like, we don't really talk about East versus West anymore, which is the stronger conference. We just talk about teams.
Well, I think people don't talk about it because it's kind of already, you either believe it or you don't. You believe one is stronger and has been stronger for a long time.
Yeah, it used to be a vibrant conversation, though. I'm pretty sure there was a streak. The West had a streak at the All-Star game.
For like winning?
Yeah. That's years.
And so, like, the East had, like, I remember when, there was a time, like, when LeBron was like, yo, the East has got to get a win. Let me see.
I feel like it's been kind of, most people believe the West has been for years now a better conference. I don't think the All-Star game would, if you bring it back to East and West, I don't think the All-Star game would change people's opinions on that. It's always been about like the stronger teams have always been, and the tighter races are always on the West. The East has always been top heavy and stuff,
I just saw somebody.
I don't think it will change.
I just saw somebody, I think it was on ESPN. They just proposed a new format, and obviously the NBA hasn't adopted this yet or anything, but it might be where they go next year, where they do a mini Olympics, Team USA versus Team everybody else.
So yeah, but there's not enough international All-Stars. That's always been the problem with that. Yeah. So if I look at
Well, wait a second, aren't there?
No.
Think about it.
There's 5.
SGA,
Giannis. There's 5.
Yeah. Kyrie's born in Australia, so you can consider him.
I mean, he can't even play for the Australian national team, so.
He's
about to do it.
He's about to do it.
Yeah, but he hasn't done it yet, so.
Yeah, but he's about to do it, so you can put him on that team.
Did you say Cat?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
I'm not.
Cat. Oh, I mean,
I'm
he'll be technical about it. He does play. He plays for DR. So
he does.
Yeah, but again, that's because you can apply based on your ethnicity or your heritage. But like, if we do that, then a lot of guys could be international. And
that's
then
what I'm saying. That's how.
But then how do you pick? If we're opening it up to where anyone's grandparents are from, how are we picking?
The guys who played on the Olympic team stay on Team USA.
That's still short, right? Not a lot of NBA guys are playing. Not a lot of NBA All-Stars are not playing on the USA team.
You have at least 8, and then you can pick 4 to supplement.
Pick 4 from where?
What do you mean from where? I don't like.
So I'm just gonna tell a guy he has to play on international because his grandparent is from Germany or something?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Is it? They need to.
Yes.
I don't know if they need it. I don't know if I want them to necessarily do this, but listen, they got to fix something.
Like imagine telling Devin Booker he has to play on the international team.
Where are his parents from?
He's half Mexican.
Get out there.
That is a political PR nightmare. Political PR. Imagine, bro. Devin, listen. Your daddy? You gotta get on over there on that team. That's crazy, bro.
Listen. Don't.
We don't know how people identify or any of that. Like, how are we gonna do that? That's crazy, bro.
USA versus the world.
That's Paul. So we just said. Paul, we just said No, I'm just gonna act like it didn't happen. Paul, we just said there's not enough international born play all-stars for that to happen. Dre said we should just put anyone on the international team that has international heritage.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so here's my example, Paul. You telling Devin Booker he has to play on the international
Get
team?
out there.
He has a choice. Just like how they have a choice for the
Oh, no,
Olympics.
okay. No, giving them a choice is one thing. Dre said you just pick them.
Get out. Get out there. Get out there, man.
You can't just go tell Devin Booker, hey, you gotta go over there, brother.
Where's Dennis Schroeder at? Dennis, get out there, man.
He's not an all-star.
LeBron, where you from for real?
The rising stars were all stars.
He don't know. So that's the problem. That's the
LeBron, where you from for
The USA team is going to be strictly Black American.
Joel Embiid. Joel, get your bum ass out there. Hold on.
Sure, he's not making no All-Star game no more.
Facts.
Luke,
But also,
listen,
he'd
they
be-
have a
he'd
good
be a-
team
he'd
on the
be a- he'd be an
international. I'm actually
obvious
worried
one.
about the USA.
I'm talking about the complicated ones. We're like again,
Donovan
we're
Mitchell.
talking about international born. Donovan Mitchell is crazy.
Donovan
No,
Mitchell.
his mom is from Panama, so
Imagine Lonzo Ball makes it, and you go
You want
Trey Young. Trey.
Are we-
Okay, all right, here we go. So this is a dangerous game because this
Let's go.
is what the internet's gonna do. What if they announce this? That Twitter is gonna have a field day on what team does this guy belong
This
on?
is going to
What
bring
team-
ratings.
what-
This
what
is going to
team-
bring ratings. All
what
I do
team-
is give good
What
ideas.
team? What team
All I
does
do is
Blake
give
Griffin
good
belong
ideas.
on?
Say it again?
What team does Blake Griffin belong on?
Oh, man.
He's not even here to make this decision.
What team does Melo Ball go on? If that's the model next year and he makes it, what team does Melo Ball go on?
The team that makes America great again, apparently.
whoa,
Yo. I'm on this.
yo, get this guy out of here, man. What's going on, Fast Breaks? That came from left field, bro. What?
You know we're live.
Yo,
Listen,
Does he know that we're live?
yo, take
I do.
that back. Take that
of
back.
course
We
I take
don't-
that back. You're saying,
we
what's
don't
the internet
support
going to
that.
say? I'm telling you what the internet's going to
Oh,
say.
all right.
No, I'm asking you. Since this is
Oh,
your
no,
idea.
that's crazy.
What What team do
Never
you
mind.
put?
No, I'm just
What
playing.
is that? No. What team do you put Melo Ball on?
He's going on Team USA.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So he gets on Team USA, but Devin Booker doesn't get on Team USA. Do you see the political problem?
I see the problem.
Do you
I
see the
see the
political
problem.
problem with that there?
Did Paul log off for real? I don't blame him. That was crazy of me.
Mhm.
You
I
can't
was
put
just telling-
you can't put Melo Ball on Team.
I was just telling y'all.
Paul,
Listen, I was just
Paul,
telling
hold on,
y'all.
no. Paul, Dre said Melo Ball gets on Team USA, but Devin Booker doesn't.
Give them a choice, man.
You gotta
Yeah,
give him
the
a
choice
choice.
makes
Yeah, you can
sense.
give him a
The
choice.
choice
You can
makes
give him a
sense.
choice. You can give him a
No
choice.
one's choosing. Okay, Kyrie might choose international. All the
Yeah,
international
Kyrie's
born
international.
players are obviously choosing international. I don't know any other American born all stars that are choosing
Cat.
the international team.
Cat, 100%.
Sure, we said that. That's it. That gets you
And-
like 9 players.
They get you.
For the-
They get you at least 10. They
For,
get you at least
for the All Star
Devin-
game, they might choose just off the strength of being making. it
Devin Booker
competitive.
is
They
not
might
playing
choose.
for. Devin Booker literally won gold medals. He's not playing
Yeah,
for.
That's actually a
But,
good point.
but,
He's
but
not playing
choose-
for the international.
choosing the Olympic game and the All Star game would be way different. I feel like. I
Only
feel like,
way-
he would, I feel like they would do it for the
The only
strength.
way he might do it is if you get, if everyone on the international team gets an individual jersey made up of their like team flag.
That'll be lit. That'll be
Because
lit.
then he might want to rock a Mexican flag jersey, maybe.
Be fine.
What team does Steph go on?
Nah, he goes on Team USA automatically.
What team does Clay go on?
Team. What do you mean? Where Clay from? Where Clay from? Hold on. Where Clay from?
I don't know where his mother's from.
No, Beijing.
Where's his mother
Oh.
from?
He did play for the national team recently.
Where
I think.
is
That's
his
hilarious.
mother from?
The Bahamas.
No, she's not.
You know.
I believe his father's
his
from the
father's-
Bahamas.
It's Beijing, right?
Yeah, where's his mother from?
Mm-mm.
Heard about his father.
Exactly. This is the dangerous game we're gonna play.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not dangerous. I'm just saying look at how much we were able to talk about this. Look how the internet is gonna go crazy. You wanna
Clay
play-
Alexander Thomas.
Who? Who's that?
Clay Alexander Thomas.
Oh.
His mother is
And Fastbreaks family, for the record, I was just saying what the internet's gonna say because you're all a bunch
Julie
of trolls out
Thompson.
there. I'll know you're a bunch of trolls out
You call
there.
it our names.
Julie Thompson.
Like
I
Pusha
got a
T,
couple names
like
in
Pusha
mind.
T in the beef.
Got a couple names in mind that I won't say.
I'm gonna say this looks like this is someone with European ancestry.
Yeah, but how far back?
Hey, brother. Hey, former volleyball player.
Is she American? That's all we talking about right now.
Yeah, it's a fact. We go off your mother's ancestry. That's what it is. Where's she from?
Like,
Isn't that how citizenship is determined in a number of countries anyway?
I don't know, bro.
This is the NBA doesn't want any part of this. This is my point.
They do.
Paul, what team you putting
We
Blake
gotta go
Griffin
do
on?
background investigations. That's
Paul,
what's gonna happen.
Paul, what team are you putting Blake Griffin on?
He's a Haitian man.
That's
Hold on.
over to play on the international team.
That's a fact. That's a Zoe right there. What you mean?
Jason Kidd got to go in the international team.
Hell yeah.
Chasing kid.
Hell yeah.
This is nasty work. I don't support any of this.
Listen,
I don't support any of this talk.
listen. It's gonna be a
That's how
bunch
you
of
give him a choice. Like
the funniest part about y'all are gonna hate me for this, but if we do this way, the NBA team is just gonna be a bunch of African Americans, and it's gonna be called the True Americans. That's what's gonna be really happen. That's what's really going to.
Yo,
I'm just saying, y'all gonna see what's really going on.
Oh my god, bro. Anyway, what's crazy is we shouldn't even have to discuss any of this. If the players just played, this should not even be a topic on our podcast. And that's what gets me tight for real. That's what gets me tight for real.
yeah.
Wait, no man said throwing some garnish on some McDonald's is crazy work. They do that all the time. The McRib.
That's a fact. They do.
They
do have
dress
garnish
the
on that.
McDonald's all the time.
Facts.
The Chicken Club Classic, and then they came out with the Bacon Deluxe. They threw some bacon on it, y'all. There's bacon on it now. That's what Kevin Hart was. That was the NBA going, we got some bacon on it now, y'all. Or what is Popeyes doing? Appealing to the Negroes every other week. They have the Don Julio Classic now. The Don Julio combo.
Yeah.
That's
That
what the
is
NBA
crazy.
did. The NBA by putting Jello Ball in the middle of the game was saying, yo, here's some Don Julio.
See, I didn't want to say that, but there you go. I mean, I said everything else, so I should have just said
Here's some Don Julio, yeah.
that. Listen, this is
Yo, you know who eats our food? Go get the sweetie meal. Go get the Angel Reese meal. I love how they have these celebrity meals that are just items from the menu.
The Megan Thee Stallion.
All it is just items on the menu put together as a meal.
Besides a celebrity name.
Unbelievable, bro. Yo, come get the sweetie meal. You mean 10-piece nuggets and fries?
Oh, dude.
That's number 4. I've been getting number 4s. What are you talking about?
Or even knew who Sweetie was. Come on, man.
Did they mark up the price when they do that?
Yes.
Which is it's unbelievable.
Capitalism.
It's unbelievable, bro. It's unbelievable,
I think
bro.
this is a question that we should.
Why don't these players love the game? You want to know why? Because there's not enough diversity.
There's no peer pressure.
Oh, here we go.
I'm out.
I'm trying to bring adversity back. Let's go. I'm trying
you
to
said
bring
adversity?
Yes.
Well, I thought you said diversity.
That's what it sounded like.
Well, diversity is under attack right now, so that's.
See, what do you want today, bro? What kind of podcast you want to have, bro?
You know what it is?
This is called Fast Breaks, not Anarchy.
It's because I just did a Black History event at my firm that I led. I brought in a speaker. I gave like a whole.
So you on your Umar?
OD, I'm really tight. I had white people in my firm listening to me talk about how you've been oppressing the black man in labor unions.
So you took a vacation. You going to stay? You going to stay at your homie's crib for a little? You going to stay at your homie's crib for a little bit?
No.
Babe, I can't be here right now. I gotta.
No.
I gotta be. I'll be back after the 28th.
Yo, that's hilarious.
I can't stay in this household right now.
That's impossible.
I gotta go.
Listen. No, it's the dream in this household. That's what's going on.
Not Umar's.
Not Umar's dream.
Now
That's a
my
fact.
dream.
Actually, no, that's not a fact. That man's
thought
a hypocrite. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why are we
A
talking
hypocrite.
about this?
I've seen the tape, man. I've seen the pictures. I'm not
Fastbreaks
even-
family.
Good Lord.
Let's talk
have
about some
mercy.
fast breaks. Let's show some highlights. This is crazy.
This is unbelievable.
Now we're trying
Delete
to
this
break
footage.
past
Delete this episode from the tape.
this is a great episode. What are you talking about?
Delete that footage.
No, but let's talk about it. Let's talk
Nah.
about it.
You know what? Put Andre with a kufi on and packed bags, leaving his apartment on a
No, that's
t-shirt.
crazy.
under
Don't do that. Do not do that. I'm trying to.
Somebody get AI on that right now.
Yo, imagine with packed bags.
Don't try to ruin my marriage. Don't do this.
I'll be back at the end of the. I'll be back at the end of the month.
It's not gonna really manage. It's not gonna really manage.
Yo!
My marriage. You see this? Yeah.
This was you at your law firm?
No, he has a JBL speaker out, just blasting this, walking through the hallways.
Yo.
We don't got an Ernie on this podcast, brother. We ain't got no Ernie. Oh, that's
man.
crazy.
Out of here. Y'all have run me off pod.
That's crazy.
And
Do these players still love the game though?
y'all
No,
figure it out. Dude, this is
Yeah,
too much for me.
man's got a heart out.
man's got a hard out.
Deuces.
Catch y'all.
Pause
All
that.
right, peace.
Yo! Hold on.
That's not what's going on. Hold on.
He's the Zoe. This guy, he said African. wait, yeah. As my final joke, Andre, you'd be on the international team.
Oh, that's crazy.
You capping. You trying to ride. And you would be on the international
That's a fact.
team.
That's a fact too.
Was Blake Griffin?
100%.
With Blake Griffin.
Me and Blake, listen, I be throwing him lobs all day. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo!
Let's
I'm
go.
weak. Peace out, people. It's much love.
Jeez.
That's mad funny. Yeah,
Y'all know they
international.
got
Be the captain.
Wemby animations in 2K now?
Huh?
Like,
Yeah,
you know, Wemby animations now in 2K. That you
I saw that.
Ah.
I saw that. You can choose his build now too.
Oh, man.
Oh, really?
It's
No,
all right.
Yeah.
it's about to be clipped. I mean, a lot of people
But-
already had Wemby builds out there, so it's not that crazy.
I mean, it's not. You can have it's like 2K, but I don't know. When you choose your my player, have you ever chose like the predetermined builds? Oh, that's why you can make literally exactly one be. But anyway,
I might try
Um,
how that plays.
yeah. But Paul, go back to your question. I think we should talk about that.
Yeah,
that's a good
man.
question. That's a good question.
Because that's what it's about. Right now, is like the players are making they're all-stars. They make their money. They made their money. Now it's just about dedication to the game. That's literally it. Like, it's not, I don't want to hear nothing about injuries because they didn't care about injuries back in the day. 20, 30 years ago, they didn't care about that in the All-Star game. They were going hard. D Wade, Kobe injured D Wade
Mm-hmm.
in an All-Star game.
Yes, he did.
And
That's a
they didn't care at all. So it's like they just choose not to go hard. Now, who started this though? Because I'll say this: LeBron tends to go harder than most players in the All-Star game, but I think that LeBron not doing the slam dunk contest had an impact on even the All-Star game.
Right.
It had a bigger impact than we realized.
What did Giannis say years ago? He said, "We look to LeBron. Whatever he's doing, we're going to do."
Yes.
I'll say it again. Whatever he's doing, we're going to do. And we just watched him sit out All-Star weekend. When all of a sudden he had an ankle injury. He was fine all weekend. All of a sudden, 10 minutes.
You sure that's how it went?
Yeah, I'm sure that's how that went. I'm 100%.
That's what they told us at least. Well, how do you think it went?
I mean, he's 40. So,
Yeah.
like, injuries. Yeah. See, all right. So, I know everybody's like, oh, he should have let people know ahead of time and all that. I kind of understand that. And they're like, oh, he knew he wasn't going to play the whole time. But at the same time, the man is 40, man. Injuries be popping up out of nowhere at that age for regular people. So, I don't know.
So, well, I
Yeah, he
think
seemed to be walking around
Well,
just
I
fine
think-
to me.
what I think is, I don't know if the players don't love the game, but there's definitely a cultural problem within the players. A cultural problem when it comes to the All-Star game. Like there's a culture of it being competitive. There's a culture of it being like a sense of like there was a sense of pride to it before when Kobe and them and KG and all those guys was playing it. But now it's more like the players today just want to like have the title of All-Star. They don't care
Yes.
about the game.
That's
Like
Yes.
the game is just a thing for the fan. It's like the thing that the game is not even for them anymore. It's for the fans only. And then them getting the title of All-Star, that's for them. And they really don't give a damn about the game. Because I think when it comes to like the All-Star weekend, they're doing so many different things. They partying, they got business meetings, they got sponsorship deals that happen at the game. They showcase like new shoes. There's massive that goes around All-Star weekend that they really don't give a damn about the game. And because they know it doesn't matter, it's just an exhibition game, they're just not going to care. They're not going to put no effort to it.
Right,
So-
and that's kind of the problem, right? It is an exhibition game. It's a pointless exhibition game that has no bearing on their season, no bearing on their record. It has a bearing on their contract, but and this is what I was getting at earlier. The bearing on that contract ends as soon as they're selected as an all-star. That's it. So you got to have something else to work towards in the all-star game. You can do what I suggested, which is stars versus snubs, or we can do what Pharaoh suggested. Which is connected to home court advantage in the finals. But you got it directly on the money, Alan. And I think you're right. There's so much else going on that affects these players on a personal level that once they're selected from an all-star game, it doesn't matter anymore.
But here's the thing, though.
But-
Right?
Mhm.
I want to go back to this question.
I don't think we ever left it.
No, because think about this. You said it's a pointless exhibition game, right? It's
That's how
always been that.
That was my point. My point was going to
Yeah,
be
but the difference
it's
is
always
the-
been pointless.
The difference is it didn't always used to be pointless. And here's why. It didn't always used to be pointless because you got Michael Jordan coming out and saying, I'm going to kill y'all. You got Kobe Bryant saying, I'm going to kill y'all. This is your best chance to go against the dogs in the NBA. LeBron James never really, he comes out and he plays harder, but he doesn't, it's always been his critique. He doesn't have that killer instinct. So people don't think about how many players, LeBron's lost 6 times in the finals. Beating LeBron in the All-Star game is just a regular day at this point.
Nah, but he went harder than most, though.
That's
in
true.
the past few years.
I'm not saying otherwise.
It'll be him and KD going on, and I guess Stephen Curry because him shooting a bunch of threes is going hard for him. But those three, they go hard. It's everybody else. It's a generation thing.
Wait, in an All-Star game?
Yeah,
I don't feel
Who
like
goes hard? You said LeBron, KD, and
that's Steph.
Curry.
I don't feel like KD goes off.
I don't think KD goes hard.
KD
does not go hard.
KD, he goes harder than the rest of them because he'll go out there and he try to kill.
You know who tries to kill low key? Jason Tatum actually low key goes out and tries to
And
kill.
He barely touched the ball.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Does LeBron go hard though?
I think so. Yes.
He goes hard if he starts losing and he tries to close the gap, but he starts off just having fun. He
I
starts
think
off having fun. Come on.
The thing is, he's not like Jokic.
No one's like
no,
Jokic
no.
doesn't even like
No,
playing
a lot of
basketball.
them are like Joe. Anthony Edwards didn't go hard last year.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards is not going
LeBron
hard.
went harder than Anthony Edwards last year.
Did he though? I feel like I barely saw LeBron last year. He played
He played the
minutes
first
and set
quarter.
up.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, true. Yeah, last year. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I don't think he went hard last year. I don't think I've seen LeBron go hard in a minute.
Years.
When I really think about it.
Years.
LeBron.
You know, the thing is, and we got to also understand this, with the exception of Steph and KD, LeBron's going against kids. It's not the same thing for him.
They're NBA players.
Because
Yeah, so they're kids to him, man.
So he needs to retire. What you you gonna be
But
talking
I'm saying, it's not the same thing. It's like it's like playing with your nephew or something like that.
It can't be that.
I'm not saying
he needs
I'm
to
not
retire
saying,
then.
but that's what it is, man. He's not
Better
taking
retire.
these kids, these players these NBA players, they put zero fear in his heart. He doesn't view them as competition.
Then
He
retire.
probably truly hasn't viewed them as competition.
I don't think that's true either. I don't think that's true.
If
Because
that's
then he
true,
like, because that's it. Like just like Paul said, if that was the case, I don't think he'd be playing in the league like that.
right.
And he
He's
definitely,
not playing in the league for He's not trying to win no more, y'all. I've been saying this for a
I
minute.
don't think so.
That's not true. That's not true.
I don't think he's trying to win no more.
I don't think it's true.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
don't
he's
think
that's why he's just trying to pass the mantle off to AD, and now he's trying to do it to Luka.
I don't think he's trying to win with the same like desperation in the past, but he's still playing to win.
I don't know.
I think he wants to win badly. I think it's just that. I think that's why he's still playing. Why else is he playing?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
that'd be crazy.
That's it. He's here for Bronny.
Yo.
You know, I'm dead ass. He's here for Bronny, and quiet as kept, he's probably here for Bryce too.
I think. I remember last year, Tyrese Halliburton, because it was in Indiana last year. I remember Tyrese Halliburton was saying that like he came out in the first quarter trying to play hard, and once he saw like everybody was just like chilling, he started chilling too. That's why I feel like I don't remember LeBron, KD, and playing hard in a couple of years, but there's nothing we can do about it. They should just go back to the East and West and just keep really interested players how important it is for them to play hard, and eventually the best player, which I know you're going to agree with this, Paul. The best player who I think is going to be Wemby eventually he has to lead. Just how you were saying, Paul, Andre, about how everyone was just like, we follow what LeBron does. Eventually, the next generation of the younger players, they're going to follow what Wemby does. And once he plays hard, they're all going to play hard. And that's the only thing that can happen. It has to be like internal change from within, a mindset change.
He was the only one playing hard in that last game on this last Sunday.
And I remember last year, around this time, after last year's All-Star break, I remember coming here and telling y'all at the Rising Stars Challenge, I remember Wemby being actually the only person on the floor who was mad that they lost the Rising Stars Challenge. So he seems to have come from that ilk that KG, Kobe, and all of them. He's going to be taking that seriously because he was mad when they lost.
Yeah, he threw his hands up like, oh, come
yes.
Yeah,
yes. True. He was mad. He was really mad when they lost the Olympics game. So he has that more competitive drive where he takes this a little bit more seriously. Not that the other players don't have competitive drive, but like he takes this game a little bit more seriously than the rest of them do. And that's the only thing that can fix the All-Star game. We just got to wait for his savior because I don't see nothing else that works.
It's the NBA right now, I think, is lacking leadership in the fraternity. I think that's what's going on. Like LeBron is just too old, man. Like he's like, yeah, he's still the leader, but it's like he's just too old, and you could tell from everything he says, he doesn't want to be the leader right now. He doesn't want to be the leader of the Lakers, like maybe from the front office perspective, but he wants to play and try to win a chip. He doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to necessarily be the face of the league right now. Mm-hmm. He likes the commercials, of course, but he wants somebody else to come in and set that standard. And right now, because of conversations we had on this podcast, nobody is setting themselves apart right now.
That's a fact.
Nobody on the court, nobody's setting themselves apart. Nobody has won 2 chips in a row. So nobody could say, oh, I'm the leader. Right? Let's see what happens with Jason Tatum this year. But he got to play better. He's still not going to be considered a leader if he's shooting 30-something% from the field. But anyway. Yeah, like
is that what he's shooting right now?
You said what?
Is he shooting 30% right now?
No, in the finals.
Oh, he's doing finals. Okay.
Yeah. If he does that again, then like people are going to be like, oh, your team was nice. Again. It's not just going to be me. Like a lot of people are going to say that. So I think that's the issue right now. And you see it in the All-Star game. Because if Wemby was the leader, which he will be very soon, I think.
He will be.
The All-Star game is going to be lit. Because guess what you're going to see? You're going to see Anthony Edwards being showed up by Wemby, and he's going to be like, oh, nah, I'm not taking this. It's going to be ego. There's going to be ego involved. So now everybody else is going to have to show out if they want to even touch the MVP. So I think that it's let's see what happens. I think they got to go back to East-West. I'm not as mad at the format as everybody else. I think it was just like drawn out.
It was whack. It was whack.
Really?
Don't sit here and tell me you liked it. I don't want to hear.
Really, you didn't mind the format? I'm surprised you said that.
I didn't mind it. I didn't like the idea, but seeing it play out.
So you liked all these performances midway through the game? Guys trying to get hot and get their shots off?
He's talking about just like the tournament style.
Yeah, that's why I said it's drawn out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was drawn out. But the tournament aspect of it, I'm not mad at it. It's 40 is too short.
Okay.
I do like the idea of having players be able to set scoring records and things like that. And you can't really do that as easily in this tournament style. But I don't mind. Like they're trying things. Draymond needs to talk to his players. Draymond got on my nerves.
Draymond after. Really?
Draymond got on my nerves. It was entertaining, but I'm like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
It was funny. The problem is he's not wrong, but he's forgetting the whole part, just like you said. It's the player's fault this happened in the first place.
Right.
That's the only thing. He's not wrong, but like y'all did this, so y'all have to get over it or go back and make it better.
Talking about this isn't basketball. Y'all were not playing basketball for years in the All-Star game, so they're trying something else.
Because he makes a really good point. When I was watching him on the TV, when he said that, he said that I had to work really hard to be able to touch that court on Sunday,
Right.
and how
No,
the
that's a
rookies
fact.
and that's a really good point.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with this too. But y'all can't deny that y'all brought us to this point where the NBA got to try all these nonsense things just to make it entertaining because y'all want to go out there and make it nonsense.
A joke. The sanctity of that court that he was talking about was stripped by the performances we've seen in the last 10 years. So that all-star court stuff, yeah, it's true. But y'all ruined it. That court don't mean anything because we see how y'all play on it.
Yeah. Cook.
So that's why he kind of got on my nerves. I'm like, come on, man. What are you talking about? Like, yes, to an extent. Like, I get it, but why are you not talking about how guys aren't going hard? These are your guys. You're friends with a lot of them.
Yep.
You try to injure LeBron and you're friends with LeBron now. Like you friends with all these guys, right? Like you friends with all these guys, trying to kick him in the nuts. And it's
he's your king.
Yeah, right. Now he's your king.
That's what's going on.
Yo, you and your king form a coalition and say we are going to try and win this and play hard. And if you don't, we telling the coach to take you out because you're not going to be out here ruining the game for the league, for the fans, and for us.
Facts.
Come on,
man. That's one way to fix it. It's just gotta be a culture change. Someone's gotta come in and change it, man, because the way it's going. And I heard a fan theory. Y'all tell me if y'all think this is true. But the reason it was like they had all this stuff in like the halftime and stuff like that, they said that this is TNT's like last one. Yeah. And they were like taking revenge on the NBA for not letting them like redo the contract. So TNT, the producers, did all that halftime stuff and the Kevin Hart things and everything in there. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I find that it's like a FU to the league because of the whole contract situation.
Nah, I don't think so. Because they're still in that, they're still connected. They came to an agreement.
No. But but TNT as a whole, the Warner Brothers, they're not in it no more. They're just licensing like inside TNT. They're licensing that show to like ESPN, but like TNT as a network has nothing to do with the NBA anymore after that. So the All-Star game
has nothing to do with inside the NBA anymore.
Yeah, they're just licensed. It's like I don't know. It's like I'm renting your car basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So doesn't TNT still benefit though?
Not really. They're not getting paid. Remember they did that trade. They're not getting paid for it. TNT just got in return. TNT got the right to broadcast some like college football and basketball games and like something else and like broadcast games in Europe. So they're not really getting anything out of it. They wanted to renew the deal, which is obviously very lucrative to them.
Yeah.
But since they're losing that on that, I'm sure they're still upset about it because what they got in the deal is nowhere near being able to broadcast NBA games.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think they were trying to appeal to the younger crowd. They had Mr. Beast up there now. Like, they're trying to get the kids.
It's nasty. That was annoying.
But Stephen A. made a point.
That, honestly, what was his point?
He made a point about what Oscar Robertson said about Draymond. Like, it was funny. Oh, you didn't see what Oscar Robertson said about Draymond?
Oh, I did.
I don't remember. I don't remember if I saw it.
Nah, that's crazy. You got to see it. You got to see it.
Just tell him what he said.
He said, who cares about what Draymond thinks?
He's right. And
yes, I did see that.
That's something I felt for a long time. Draymond has a bunch of opinions, and I just don't care. But keep going.
Listen,
I remember Oscar Robertson saying that. He said something about like when he was watching Steph Curry shoot threes or something like that.
Well, he said is the game is boring to you because all you do is just give the ball to Stephen Curry. I've never seen somebody just give the ball to somebody. But see, the thing is like Stephen A. made a point about like a larger, more in-depth point about what he was saying, as far because Oscar Robertson is like the he's like the Kurt Flood of basketball. Like
I don't know who that is.
So Kurt Flood he's responsible for bringing free agency into American sports. So he and then Oscar Robertson was responsible for doing it in the NBA. So because back in the day in the 60s, it's like once you got signed to the team, once you got drafted, it was a wrap. They had like all your rights. You couldn't just go anywhere you wanted to. Big O was the one responsible for bringing that in the NBA. Kurt Flood did it in the MLB before him, but in the NBA, Oscar Robertson did that. So he cares about the league clearly because he fought not just for himself but for players and players' rights. So now he cares about the state of the league. So he's saying y'all are hurting the league as players. Yeah, and it's the truth. Like what I fought for, y'all are kind of bringing it down. That's what, like he kind of got in his feelings when he was talking about Draymond, but it's like what he's saying is bigger than just Draymond.
Right.
Like who cares about what Draymond thinks? Yeah, but who cares about what your generation thinks right now? Because y'all are not upholding the product that my generation fought for. The money, the benefits that y'all are reaping right now is because of the work we did back in the day. And y'all are taking advantage of it. Yeah. Like what KD said. He said, like, who basically cares? So just get rid of the All-Star game. Like, that's a big deal if you get rid of the All-Star game. Sure. And if you're cool with that and you just want a vacation, you're taking advantage of the fact that you're making so much money. You're taking advantage of the work that the guys before you put in the league to get the league to the point where it is today, where you could make so much money and be like, I don't have to work, and I could, and I'll be good.
You're right up until that point. I don't think KD was saying that seriously. I think he was saying it facetious.
That's the point. He shouldn't say that.
You don't think he should say that at all?
He should encourage his players to play harder. That's
fair. That's very fair.
That's the point. They're ruining. Look, right? Like I know somebody. I got a coworker, a friend of mine. He's a football head, right? But he watches all sports. But his first sport is football, so he could technically be considered like a casual kind of for the NBA. He said he doesn't watch the NBA. It's all the same thing. It's all the games look the same. It's boring. Like he used to watch the NBA more, and there are a lot of people that are like that now. The state of the league is in flux right now. Wemby might save it, but these players don't understand. Like collective bargaining agreements are going to be up at a certain point. And if the league is not in a better place than it was before the last collective bargaining agreement, the players are going to suffer.
They're going to suffer really bad.
And they're taking it for a joke. Like all right.
the next one's going to be tough. The next one's going to be crazy.
Yeah. And you complaining about and Draymond's complaining about the All-Star game and this and that. You complaining about the wrong thing. like fans matter. Yeah. They forget that fans matter. Yeah, we don't make as much money as you, but collectively, we are the consumer. If we don't like what y'all are doing, we could literally pull our dollars back collectively and then that affects you.
Y'all ain't gonna get no more money. No more money. Come on.
They don't think about it like that.
No, Paul, you're making a lot of good points. Actually, you're making a lot of good points.
Because I'm annoyed. That's why I'm kind of annoyed. Like, well, why is it like it doesn't have to be like this? It's
Honestly,
these rich guys that are just making it like this.
Honestly, we're getting to the point where right now, if there was a 2K All-Star game, I guarantee you'd have more viewers than the actual All-Star game.
You got to define that. Like NBA players playing 2K?
No. I mean, like the best streamers, like just joining together. I'm dead ass.
The kid, I think the kids will watch that.
Yeah,
I don't think
it'll do numbers, but
it'll do
100% because you're not going to see the same thing. You're going to see some craziness. And
there are some 40-year-olds that will watch it. Like the 40 and up crowd are not.
I think there is some 40-year-old crowd that will watch it, but I don't think it'll be that much.
Nah. But yeah,
the kids will watch it. I think the kids will watch it. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't mean it. I'm not trying to do an analytical point about it. But the fact is, that would be the celebrity game. That would be a better version of celebrity game because you have actual skills in 2K. That being said, I mean, I think we're belaboring the point. I think Paul was a perfect drop-off point. Players need to care more. They clearly don't right now, and I don't know if the league can solve this problem.
No, they can't. It's a
people. It's got to be a cultural change.
It's the cultural change.
So, are you calling for fans to pull back the support of teams?
No, I don't have to call for
that. I don't have to call for that. That's a little drastic.
It will continue. Listen, if the league continues at this pace, that will happen.
Like naturally.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, like everybody's got an NBA head, a basketball head. A lot of the allure of the league from the last decade was because of the superstar power in the league, the players' dedication to the game, the players' dedication to the fans, the guys that set themselves apart, like Kobe and LeBron and Shaq and those type of guys. Going for greatness. That's why I argue with Farrell all the time. You can't fool the people. This is what I'm talking about. You cannot fool the people. The people see who is really like that and who is not. You can't just put a face there. You cannot put Jason Tatum there and say he's the face of the league and just push him in everybody's face. I think everybody's going to care about Jason Tatum. It's not going to work.
I agree. But it's interesting because the league is in like a very like interesting but also weird place right now because of things like you just said. There's a lot of fans in the US who are starting to get away from NBA and all the reasons that you said, Paul, and like a lot of casual fans are moving away. But the league is doing so well financially and doing so successful like internationally as a whole. It's a weird place to be in because you're kind of just like, what do I do? If I'm like Adam Silver, if I'm the NBA, like I don't know what to do from here because we're making a lot of money. We got the best TV deal we've ever had before that we just signed, but the ratings are going down. But there's still mad, like interaction with the league. Like the league's talked about it a lot. Like people may not, even when the ratings are down, but if something happens in the NBA, it's trending number one on Twitter for a couple of days.
Yeah,
and like I know, but it's trending. But what I'm saying is it's interesting. So people are paying attention to your sport, but you also have like you're in some weird place where like people are not watching the games, and I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what to do with it because people may not be watching the games, but people are still interacting. People might still go to a game. People are still I don't know, like buying jerseys. Like it's a weird place to be in, and I don't know where we go from here. It's a tough situation. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, man. All I'll say is this, right? The league, yes, is in a tough situation. But where's the money coming from? That's the question.
So many different places. Comes from the league makes money in mad different places.
Right. So you mentioned internationally. So internationally, because you got Luka in LA, you got Wemby in San Antonio, Giannis got Greece, Joker got where are you from? Slovenia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got Slovenia. Who else? There's other players I'm forgetting as well. But like, my point is, it could get to the point where the league is like international. Like the face of the league could be an international player. The game becomes less of an American bred sport. You find more player. You might find more young black kids playing football than basketball again, because maybe we might start going back into baseball, because so many of these players are coming from overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So many of these players come from overseas. The top players in the league are overseas players, most of them, not most, but like half of them, and it's only going to increase and continue. So, if that is the case, then maybe the move is to prioritize international, have more international games, get that team in Mexico City, right? And like really like lean into that, have more international music in the
arenas,
in the highlights and for ESPN talk shows, this and that. Like maybe lean more into that, because America is just one country.
Yeah,
but then like I hate to put it this way, but then the automatic like result of that is going to be the erasure, and this is going to be a cultural point. The black image and the black footprint in the NBA is going to decrease dramatically.
No, the Black American footprint.
Correct.
That's different.
How many black I mean, there are some black international players, right? That's not.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They're not making up the majority. They're not making up when we're talking about international players, they're not the first to come to mind, unfortunately.
But there are a lot though. Like it's a lot. A lot of these players come from overseas are black. Like,
but I don't think it'll be the complete erasure, because I think there's still enough. There will always be enough talent that even if it's not like the face of the league, like there's gonna be enough that the top players, like even if it's just half of the top players, I think there'll be enough black men in the league that I don't think it'll really lead to like erasure. It may not be like a dominant as it once was, but I don't think we'll ever get to a point where it's an erasure.
In the near
I feel
future.
like basketball.
In the near future, but I'm talking about like 50 years from now.
No, I think even I feel like basketball is still like too prevalent in like Black American culture. Like I don't see that getting away from us. You know what I mean? Like the NFL's been around for like over 100 years. It's still
that's true.
A huge black president. Like something like baseball where it's mad international. I don't think black people are ever like that fully involved in baseball. That's why you don't see it as much in baseball. But I feel like with NFL and NBA,
you said you don't think we were ever that involved?
That I don't think we're ever the face of like the MLB. You know what I mean?
Well,
like I know there's more history to it.
I'm sorry, aren't some of the best players in the MLB black?
But I don't think.
Dominican. they're Dominican.
Right.
Yeah, true.
And then your example, the NFL. The NFL, like, pointedly has not gone international.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, my point being is that, like, even, like, the NFL has been around for 100 years. There's still a huge Black American presence in the NFL. Like, and there's mad white players in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you.
So like, I don't think even if we're not the most dominant, I don't think there's going to be ever an erasure.
Well, so you're saying that you don't think there's ever going to be an erasure of the Black American presence?
Yeah, I can't see that at all.
I mean,
I could be wrong, but I can't see.
I think that
I see a dramatic increase if we keep focusing on the international.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Think about it. I mean, there's only
the decrease is fair.
Like, as much as Black culture is impactful on, I think the statistic I just read is like we only comprise 14% of the American population.
Yeah,
that's African American and Black, being Caribbean, wherever you're from.
Black is all Black.
Yeah. Right, Black is all Black. So at a certain point, the bigger the pool goes, the more we're going to shrink off.
You talking about in America, or are you talking about in?
I'm saying if we make it more of an international focus, how much more are we going to bring in these Euro League players? Because they're going to get priority, right? You're going to get the Slovenian players. You're going to get the what's it called, Latvian players, right? They're not going out to Nigeria and figuring out like who's the next big Nigeria player. Colleges do that, but the NBA hasn't really taken that step. They're not getting that many players from out there.
But see, the thing is, if colleges are doing it, it's going to affect the NBA.
But colleges have been doing it, and they're not bringing it.
It's increasing though.
Yeah,
a lot of these colleges have more foreign players now. Like it's not just guys coming directly from international play and coming to the NBA.
Right, they're scouting.
Those are like the superstars. Like when I say like international, we got to understand there's role players that are international.
Right.
There's last guys off the bench, G League players. Like erase is a big word, but you don't even have to use that word because it's not even just about erase. It's about the prioritization.
Wait, you say
who gets priority? Like which markets are getting marketed to?
Right. No, that's what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying. Like if we see a soccer commercial right now in America, it's gonna have a lot of international flavor.
Correct.
Like if Adidas or Puma, whoever is.
But hold on. That's kind of my point. Think of that international flavor, as you just said it.
Yep.
What is that international? And I'm not saying like this isn't one race above the other, but I'm saying like there's a big part as Black people where part of the appeal of the NBA and of the NFL is that we can relate to the players.
Yes.
If we lose that and we lose the cultural impact of it, then it's almost like we're being taken out of something that has been predominantly been considered ours. And that's a terrible thing. That is a terrible thing. But on that alone, to circle back completely, on that alone, these players who don't care about the game, who are predominantly Black, get your shit together.
But see, here's the thing, right? What you're saying is true, but we're saying that as Black people.
Right.
I mean, this could go into a larger topic, but
why not? We had no set topics for the day. Let's go.
Listen, I mean, it's not necessarily basketball related, but it is a larger topic. But see, the thing is who really cares? Let's really talk about it. We care. Right. But if we make up 14% of the population, does it truly matter?
Capitalism strikes again.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I could literally see the NBA turning into like a Euro League type of situation. Like the way it looks, the way it's marketed, right? The players, right? You have international interviews on American television in different languages. I could see that happening. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I could literally see it happening because when Alan said, they're making a lot of money internationally, TNT has the rights to internationally broadcast the games, right?
Yes.
No, a couple. It's not big. It's more so like ABC, but
okay. Well, yeah, but it's gonna be
TNT got the little like Slavic countries.
Okay.
That's why they tight, man. I'm telling you, they're mad.
Okay. Well, they got to take what they can get. Shout out to the Slavic countries, man. But listen, they're streaming it internationally. They're trying to make it a global. Basketball is one of the few sports in America that can actually compete with international football, with soccer, just because you don't need much to play the game. Like you don't need too much equipment, things like that. Soccer internationally is literally what basketball is to the hood in America. So if we continue to market it, if the NBA continues to market it internationally, the appeal will grow internationally. And then if it grows internationally, all these ratings going down and all, who cares? Us not relating to the game, who cares?
Yeah.
That's why Black unity is important. But that's a different conversation for another day. Because we're all we got. But that's another conversation for another.
That's another conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Really quick, how do y'all feel about Wemby? Wemby's injuries?
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna do a transition, but that's fine as a transition. I'm sad, but players have come back from this, and other players have not. So very speculative where
From
we get
from everything I've read, the Spurs don't think it's going to be like a serious issue.
No, it's just deep vein thrombosis. You can come back from it. They thought at first it was, it's blood clots, sure, but they thought it was to the same point as Chris Bosh. And the thing is, those were like with deep vein thrombosis, those are blood clots in the veins, whereas Chris Bosh was having blood clots in his heart.
Oh,
like,
I didn't know that. Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's why. Like this was like next, like he was going to die, and he did not. Like this could have killed him. So if I'm not, I'm pretty sure that's the difference here. So there's a very good chance he's going to come back, but you never assume. Every medical condition can be a serious medical condition. So prayers up for Wemby, and I hope he gets better soon.
Does his frame and size have anything to do with that?
I've long been thinking about that. I'm not going to lie, but no, regular people get it.
Regular people get it, but is it like an increased risk because he's kind of like an alien? He looks like an alien.
He
literally looks like an alien. So I don't.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I saw he was 5 feet at like 9 years old. Man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He was like 5'10" at 9. Yeah,
right, 5'10" at 9 years old. That must be scary to look at.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
So that's a good question. I don't know if it's an increased risk, but is what?
Sorry, I want to amend what I said. I said he was getting. Sure.
Go ahead. Kind of breaking up.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I was saying Chris Bosh was having blood clots in his heart. I was incorrect. It was blood clots in his lungs. In his lungs, and that was creating chest discomfort and heart issues. So he had to give it up. But deep vein thrombosis may not necessarily do that to Wemby, so he might not have to retire. I'm sorry, you can keep going out. I just wanted to make that clarity.
I was going to say, like, the scary thing is, like, deep vein thrombosis, they say is usually, like, in the legs. They said they found his in the shoulder. That's kind of scary to me because does that mean, like, it was like, first and it traveled up and it was making its way to his heart? Like, that is kind of scary. So hopefully he does get better. But, yeah, that's a good question, Paul. I would like to know if it's an increased risk in tall people like that.
Yeah, another young player with an injury early in his career.
I don't want to see him go the route of Derrick Rose and Brandon Roy. I don't.
Let's not do that. Let's not even call those names right now. Let's not.
But I don't think it will because I feel like if it was something really, like super, super serious, I think the Spurs would have said so. It'd be like the much bigger news. But it seems like he's just going to be out this season and he's going to take care of it. He might have to do like blood thinners or something like that, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But hopefully he's good. He'll be back next year and ready to take over the league.
That's what's going to happen next.
People are also like conspiracy theorizing.
I've seen that. I think I posted this in the group.
Oh yes, you did post that.
What?
They say it's trying to tank.
The Spurs?
Yeah,
Spurs is trying to tank.
Go pair up Cooper Flag and Wemby with Chris Paul and De'Aaron Fox.
That's nasty.
Disgustingly dangerous combination.
That's crazy. I don't know, but the Wizards putting up they got to give them a run for their money, boy.
Listen, they'd have to lose a lot of games. Actually, no, they wouldn't. I take that back. What are they in 12th right now?
Something like that.
12th in the West.
Yeah, they're 12th in the West right now. The Pelicans are going to give them a run for their money.
The Pelicans. The
Pelicans have only won 13 games. Utah.
The Hornets.
13.
Hornets.
What happened to the
Pelicans? Washington has only won 9 games this season. That's disgusting.
How many games did Washington win?
9.
They're still not in double digits. It's February. We're about to be in March, and they still at 9.
Hey, man.
They traded their only hope, Kyle Kuzma, man.
Their only hope? They just got Chris Middleton, and he's better than Kyle Kuzma.
Is he?
Yes. Definitively.
Old, man.
I don't know if he's going to be better on the Wizards, though.
That's a fact. You go to the Wizards to die. Except for Russell Westbrook. He went to the Wizards and said, let me take these bumps to the playoffs real quick.
They was trying to win then back then.
They were ish.
No, they was trying to win. They were just swacked. But now they're not even trying to win. They're not even trying to win.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
But anyway.
But yeah, so that's it. I mean, I hope he comes back. That's what it is. But
I hope he comes. I mean, I think it's safe to say that he will. It's just I hope he comes back in October.
Yeah.
I don't want I want him to play a full season.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a big fact.
He got 8 months. So
8 months is a lot of time.
Yeah, 8-9 months.
That DPOY is up in the air again.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh,
you know what that means?
Rudy Gobert is rubbing his hands like Birdman.
You say, "Hey, man, hey." Actually, forget Rudy Gobert, man. If it's not Wemby, give it to Drew Holiday.
Did he play enough games?
Drew? I don't know.
No.
Wemby, nah.
He's not going to. He's not going to get it. He was so close too. He was so close. They had they're at 54, so he literally needed to play 11
10 more games. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That guy from the Hawks, my good.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Jalen Johnson?
Yeah. No, Daniels. Tyson Daniels.
They're Tyson Daniels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Tyson Daniels, my good.
Yeah,
he's good.
Much, so.
And again, the Hawks are doing nothing with the talent they have.
Yeah, but at the same time, the numbers he's putting up defensively are crazy. He's averaging like 3 steals, something like that.
That's insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's Gary Payton-esque.
Yeah,
3 steals, 3 blocks, or just 3 steals?
I think he got some blocks too, but 3. I know he's averaging 3 steals. So,
all right, Joe.
Last thing is,
what's on your mind?
Last thing I want to talk about is before the All-Star break, we were talking about who we think is going to turn up after the All-Star game. All-Star break's gone. All right. I'm immediately cooked because I said, watch out for the Spurs. Why this guy black out his camera like this? Why this guy? I came to talk to you, Paul.
His team has not been turning up since.
I came to talk to you, Paul Robinson. We share the same team, so I know your pain. Don't hide.
Let's not make it in this podcast. So. Wait, before you say anything, I want to change my team. I said Detroit because
we can change teams right now.
I was trying to be cool. I was trying to be cool and different. I was saying Detroit. I think
I was trying to be cool and mysterious.
You got the Warriors, you said?
Yeah,
no. Hell no.
I got Warriors.
But they only lost 1 game since getting Jimmy.
I got Warriors for real.
They
got
do
Warriors
look better.
for real.
But I'm gonna go with the Nuggets, bro. I think Jamal
They
Murray
already started.
woke up.
They're on a 9-game winning streak right now.
Jamal Murray woke up finally, and now they might make the finals again.
They were always gonna, make the final. Yeah.
They might make the finals
My
again.
boy Russ is winning a chip this year.
I could
This
see
might be I could see it too.
Imagine Russell Westbrook winning a chip. That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Yo,
this year of all years, too, when nobody's thinking about his
if Russell Westbrook wins a chip this year, I want an indictment of LeBron James. I want an indictment of Durant. I want an indictment of James Harden. I want an indictment. Who else got an
You're not wrong. You're not. He may not be
Bradley
wrong, bro.
Beal.
Brad Beal.
Listen. If Russell Westbrook, Paul George, bum ass. If Paul,
I'm not gonna lie. If they win the chip, if Nikola Jokic gets Russell Westbrook his first chip, that might make him the GOAT.
No, he's top 5. He's top 5.
That alone, right?
The GOAT. Because let me tell you something. Everybody said it's impossible to win with this guy, and this guy who just loves horses and just trying to go back to work is just I pass ball to him and he gets back. It's not hard. That's all he does. He says he gives me ball, I throw it into post, he scores, we go home. It's great. Like what do you mean? This guy's asking me to talk more about Paul George. Listen, Paul George had a shoulder injury, but I'm telling you right now.
I don't feel too bad about Paul. I know everyone is like clowning on him, but I feel like he's clearly hurt.
He's clearly old.
But I feel like
he's clearly old. That's what's happening.
I feel like he's clearly hurt. I will say the most interesting thing, you know how I play. I like to do like the like the GM mode and like 2K and stuff. Yeah, my GM. Every year, this is the year that he starts to like decline. Like,
the 2024, 25.
But it's a year. That's the thing.
2K is accurate. 2K is accurate. He always starts to decline like around this year. So take that for what you will, but 2K is accurate.
The man's posted more podcasts than he's scored points this season.
All right, let me say this quick. I will not be watching any more Knicks games until Mitchell Robinson comes back.
Wow.
I can't take it.
And you say something like this happens to you every year. You know that.
No,
right?
but listen. I'm not coming off of my prediction because Mitchell Robinson is like that. So
but do you think he'll come back like that? That's a lot of missed time.
I mean, he's gonna come back. No, he's gonna come back like that because this is not the first time he's been injured for a long time and came back.
Yeah,
he won't be conditioned, but
right.
that I just need him. I need to see the impact.
This is a fact. You see the comment, chat. What that comment say?
Chat, what it say? I'll read it out for you.
Let's go.
Well, better watch St. John's because we're actually nice. Rick Pitino has turned this team into a dynasty.
10.
Dynasty is crazy. It's the first year.
Yeah, Dynasty is wild.
Did I stutter?
This has to be not today, but we got to have a topic about this too. I don't know if you heard Rick Pitino's comments about like high school players and stuff.
What did he say?
So someone after a game asked him a question about replacing some guys who are going to be leaving this year because of graduation, etc. He's ain't looking at any like high school players. He's just like, I can't replace these guys with high school players. Like this guy does this and that. He's 26 years old. I can't replace that with high school. And that's a lot of what's happening around college basketball because of the new transfer rules and NIL. It feels like high school players are like the number one team in the country. I think Auburn, if I'm not mistaken, is a bunch of like 26, 25-year-olds.
They almost already.
Exactly. Yo. So it seems like high school players might have to take another route and like maybe play JUCO first and then it's getting spooky out there. That's all I'm gonna say. It's getting spooky.
I thought this was gonna happen too. I thought this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It looks like to go to college than to go to the league. That's crazy.
Yeah, college basketball is about to be like just a minor league now. It's
a bunch of super seniors running around.
It's a professional league. It's about to be professional league.
Bunch of super seniors running around. I don't want to see this.
Which goes back to the topic about Black American players in the league, like entering the NBA. It's getting 10 times harder to do it. It's getting 10 times harder to do it because now you can't even you could be nice and not have a spot on the college team.
Yeah,
right.
You got to go play overtime elite if they have space for you. Or
you gotta go to JUCO and come to college in like 2-3 years.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. That's crazy.
That's how you make the roster 21. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I forgot who was saying this, but I saw a podcast or like maybe a clip.
Gil Zarita?
It might have been T's podcast, but Gil probably talking about it too. But he was saying like if I'm a college coach and like some of my players are graduating, am I gonna? And I'm looking at two players that got the same skill set. One is 22 or 23, and one's freshly out of high school. But this guy has been in college for 2-3 years already, and he's a role player, or he's the second best player on this team, or he's the best player on like this team. And I could get him to come be like a second string for me. Why would I not get that JUCO player or a college guy already and just add him to my team instead of having to develop a kid straight out of high school who's living with his mom? You know what I mean? Like that's crazy that's crazy. That's like college is supposed to be for like what are you gonna do now if I'm a senior and I'm nice and like I'm not getting the offers like I want to get? That's crazy.
And the next thing too,
you gotta go overseas now. That's the way.
And the next
or hit
thing,
the G League.
You're not maybe good enough.
And the next thing too is now it's like, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I'm just sitting. But pause.
Why is that a pause?
But anyway, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say.
Man left the stove on, forgot what he was cooking.
Ah,
Good one.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Made it up right now.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's getting crazy out here. Because obviously, like the 5-star guys are going to be good. The guys who are like definitely going to the NBA, going to be draft picks, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But if you're like the 18-year-old who's like a 3-star or 4-star, you're kind of screwed. Low key, if it keeps going the way it's going.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's turning into baseball, where players are now coming out of college, and they gotta wait like 5 more years plus to then be like a 26-year-old rookie or something like that. It's getting there.
I don't want to see that, honestly. I don't want to see that at all.
Yeah, this was the unintended consequences of the NIL. That's crazy.
Capitalism, man.
Capitalism strikes again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Honestly, that's the name of the episode.
Yeah,
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, and I put it in the All-Star court on the cover.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That was capitalism.
But do y'all have anything else to add? Otherwise, we'll be out.
I'm straight. Fast Breaks. Fast Break family, please follow us on IG, Twitter, Twitch. Follow our Medium page. We got mad content for y'all.
We got it all.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say now.
Oh, my God.
All right. So, you know how these players, like, will go to, they'll be in a high school, and the leagues are whack, and they average, like, 70 points.
Yeah.
And all of that. Nobody cares about that anymore. Now, especially because of what's going on with the NIL and how it's affected college and the transfer portal. Because, like you said, you have guys that are competing against the competition that they're in already. So, like, the competition that your team is playing against already, they're in the system already and understand college basketball, college competition, physicality, all of that. If you average 70 points on your high school team, but they look at the rest of your league and they're like, oh, they're trash, nobody cares. That's, I think, why people are looking at teams in the like the LA League with all the private schools, all the basketball schools, and all. Like that's why they're looking at like Bronny types and Bryce types. Although they're not putting up the numbers, they're going up against top competition. So they're rather those players than they believe in those players more than the guys who are, just washing guys half their size and all of that. So that could mean the end of regular public school players as well, which goes back to our original topic about the relatability to Black America and the league when it comes to its players. It's slowly drifting away. I'm telling, like, I always said if I had a son, I don't want him to play football, but like the way basketball looking right now, you gotta know somebody who knows somebody. You gotta be the son of an athlete. Like
it's crazy, man.
You gotta train them professionally from 2 years old. Maybe send them overseas. Like it's crazy.
Send them overseas is crazy.
Yeah, that's what LeVar did.
Yeah, shout out to Last Chance U. I see nobody in the comments talking about Last Chance U. I missed that show. I should watch that. Tap in if you haven't. But that's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me. Let's go.
Fast Breaks. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.
Come on. It's Fastbreaks. Listen. We back with another one.
Fast breaks, yeah, we coming with the takes. Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights. Man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands. We run 3-man weeks, Paul, Trey, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan. We got love for the game. We don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm to run the fast break. Throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break. Throw me the outlet.